All right, folks, lean in. You think you know WW2. Think again, because I'm about to tell you a story so wild, so insane, that it'll make Indiana Jones look like a weekend hobbyist. Picture this, a massive armored train, packed with gold, stolen art, even stacks of cash that could make your jaw drop, hiding somewhere in the forests of Europe. And then, disappearing, not once, mind you, but multiple times. And here's the kicker. Some say this train was never meant to be found. Tonight, we're going down the rabbit hole, from maps that vanished to eyewitnesses that went silent, from tunnels hidden in mountains to legends that refuse to die. Buckle up, you're in for a wild ride. By late 1944, the Third Reich was crumbling. Cities were burning, armies retreating, and Hitler's grand visions were turning to dust. But here's the thing, some Nazis never let go of their treasures. In the region of Lower Silesia, now modern-day Poland, rumors spread of a special armored train. This wasn't your everyday cargo. We're talking about gold bullion stacked like building blocks, priceless artwork ripped from museums across Europe, cash, jewelry, and items too valuable to even put a price on. Eyewitnesses later described seeing huge crates loaded onto the train under tight security. Guards, engineers, and soldiers were involved. This wasn't a spur-of-the-moment operation, it was meticulously planned. Some historians believe Hitler's top brass orchestrated it to disappear before the Allies could get their hands on it. And make no mistake, the idea of hiding the train wasn't just about money, it was about control, fear, and manipulation. Now let's talk geography. The train supposedly left Wrocław, a major city in the region, and snaked its way into dense forests and underground tunnels. And when I say dense forests, I mean it. Mountains, fog, trees so thick you couldn't see a thing if you tried. Engineers constructed secret rail spurs, specially hidden sidings and underground facilities, so that even if someone followed the train visually, it could vanish like a ghost. Maps burned. Rail plans destroyed. Witnesses sworn to secrecy, threatened, or vanished themselves. This is where fact starts to mix with legend. Even today, locals swear they can see faint rail lines that just disappear into nowhere, tracks that seem to be erased by time itself. So what's on this train? Tons of gold bullion, rolls of cash from looted banks, priceless artwork, paintings, sculptures, religious artifacts, precious metals, platinum, silver, you name it. Historians differ on the exact cargo, and here's the fun part. The more valuable the treasure, the bigger the legend grows. Some witnesses claim crates were stacked floor to ceiling. Some say the train had its own security system, traps, reinforced cars, even armed guards until the very end. And the idea wasn't just to hide it from the Allies, it was to confuse, distract, and possibly even use as leverage later. Fast forward a few decades, treasure hunters and adventurers start sniffing around. In 2015, a team claimed they had found the train, GPS coordinates, metal detectors, and even alleged tunnel entrances. The news went global. Headlines screamed, "Nazi gold train found." But before excavation could even start, the evidence vanished. Maps went missing, witnesses went silent, even some equipment mysteriously disappeared. Some say the gold train was never meant to be found. Others think it may have been moved again, quietly. Here's where it gets really wild. The Nazis didn't hide this train just for fun or greed. Nah, this was psychological warfare, insurance policies, and political chess all in one. By hiding it, they could intimidate anyone who knew too much, create a phantom treasure to distract searchers, keep their secrets alive even after the war ended. Some say the mere legend of the train was the point, not the gold itself, but the chaos, the obsession, the myth. Think about it. People risked life and limb hunting this phantom train decades after the war, and that's genius in its own dark way. Fast forward to today, we've got LiDAR, drones, ground-penetrating radar, all kinds of fancy toys that the 1940s couldn't even dream of. Yet the gold train remains elusive. Experts say some tunnels collapsed long ago, some maps were deliberately destroyed, some leads were just red herrings. Even with the best tech, the trail goes cold. The more people dig, the more the legend grows. And let's be honest, the idea of a hidden Nazi gold train is irresistible. Everybody wants a piece of history, but this one keeps slipping through the cracks. Now let's separate fact from pure legend. Some historians argue the train may not have existed in full form. Maybe it was just a few crates moved around. But local eyewitnesses, the old-timers who lived there, they swear they saw it. They describe armored cars, gold crates, guards, everything. And that's the clever part. Even if half of it is true, the legend works perfectly. Greed, curiosity, danger, all tied to this mysterious train, and that's why people still talk about it today. Of course, you can't talk about the Nazi gold train without a few wild theories. Some say Allied forces secretly recovered it. Others think it's hidden beneath private estates. Some even tie it to Nazi escape networks. Truth? Who really knows? And that's what keeps people obsessed. The train blurs the line between history, myth, and conspiracy. It's like chasing a ghost, and sometimes the ghost feels more real than the fact. Why does this story grip us so much? It's not just gold. It's about human obsession, ambition, and the unknown. We want to discover something no one else has ever seen. We want the thrill, the story, the glory. The Nazi gold train ticks every box. Danger? Check. Mystery? Check. Unimaginable wealth? Check. Even now, decades later, treasure hunters risk life and limb chasing it, and every failed expedition just adds another layer to the legend. The gold train isn't just a story about money. It teaches us about wartime secrecy, human greed and ambition, how legends can outlive reality. Even if we never find it, the train reminds us how history can be manipulated. It shows the lengths humans will go to protect secrets and power, and how a myth can shape generations of explorers, historians, and adventurers. So what's the takeaway? The Nazi gold train may never be found. The treasure may remain hidden forever, but the story, the mystery, that's alive. It teaches curiosity, patience, and the allure of the unknown. It also reminds us, sometimes the legend is more powerful than reality. And honestly, that's probably exactly what the Nazis intended all along. If you loved diving into this unbelievable WWII mystery, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We've got more stories of lost treasures, hidden histories, and secrets the world forgot. Trust me, you don't want to miss the next one. And hey, share this video with a friend who loves mysteries, because some legends are too good to experience alone.